Eala to face former doubles partner in Abu Dhabi Open. Eala will open her campaign in the WTA Mubadala Abu Dhabi Open on Monday against a familiar foe in former doubles partner Zeynep Sönmez of Turkey in the round of 32 of the WTA 500 tournament. Sönmez comes into the match with strong momentum after reaching the third round of the Australian Open, highlighted by an opening round upset of world number 11 Ekaterina Alexandrova. Eala and Sönmez have met twice in singles, with the Filipino winning both encounters. Their most recent meeting came at the 2025 WTA 250 Eastbourne Open. Off the singles court, the two previously paired in doubles and advanced to the semi-finals of two ITF tournaments. The winner of the Eala-Sönmez clash will advance to face the victor of the first-round match between 8th seed Paula Badosa of Spain and Jessica Buzas Monero. The Mubadala Abu Dhabi Open is part of the WTA 500 series and features several of the world's top players as the tour continues its early season swing. When familiarity turns into fire, Eala faces a former doubles partner in Abu Dhabi. The desert air of Abu Dhabi carries a quiet intensity in February, the kind that hums beneath stadium lights and echoes in the spaces between points. For Eala, the Mubadala Abu Dhabi Open is more than another stop on the professional tour. It is a crossroads of memory and momentum, where past partnerships give way to present ambition. Across the net stands a familiar face. Once, they shared whispered strategies at the baseline, quick smiles at the changeover, and the unspoken trust that only doubles partners truly understand. Now, there is no shared court to defend, only one rectangle of blue, split cleanly by a taut white net. This is the strange beauty of tennis. Today's ally can become tomorrow's obstacle. From shared goals to separate dreams. Doubles partnerships are built on chemistry, compromise, and instinct. For Eala, those experiences were formative, lessons in reading another player's rhythm, covering space, and thinking beyond herself. Together, they fought for points, adjusted to pressure, and celebrated small victories that rarely make headlines but shape careers all the same. Yet professional tennis is ultimately a solitary pursuit. Rankings diverge. Schedules shift. Opportunities pull players in different directions. And so, eventually the partnership dissolved, not through conflict, but through growth. Now, fate has reunited them on opposite sides of the court. The mental chess match. Facing a former doubles partner brings a unique psychological challenge. There are no secrets left to uncover. Every habit, the way the racket drops before a forehand, the preferred serve location under pressure, the split-second hesitation before a passing shot, is already known. For Eala, the battle will be as much mental as physical. She knows what her opponent is capable of. More importantly, her opponent knows her. But familiarity cuts both ways. What once created comfort can also breed tension. A half-step slower reaction. A moment's doubt before attacking a short ball. In a sport measured in margins, those moments can decide everything. Eala's evolution. Eala arrives in Abu Dhabi as a player in transition, no longer simply a promising junior, not yet finished becoming what she will be. Her game has gained weight and intent. The footwork is sharper. The ball comes off her strings with greater authority. There is a growing belief in her shot selection, a willingness to step inside the baseline and dictate play rather than react to it. Most telling, perhaps, is her composure. Where nerves once crept in during key moments, there is now stillness. Eala has learned that pressure does not need to be resisted, it needs to be absorbed and redirected. Facing someone who once stood beside her could easily unsettle that calm. Instead, it may sharpen it. The match within the match. As the first ball is struck, sentiment gives way to survival. Tennis allows no room for nostalgia. Every point begins at zero, indifferent to shared history. Long rallies test patience. Short balls invite courage. The crowd senses the subtext even if it cannot name it. The brief nod after a net chord, the absence of celebration after a winner struck just a little too cleanly. There is respect here, but there is no mercy. Eala understands this. To win, she must play freely, not cautiously. She must trust the version of herself that has grown beyond the partnership, The player who has learned to carry responsibility alone. More than a match. Whatever the result, this encounter represents something larger. It is a marker of progress, a sign that Eala is moving deeper into the professional world where stories overlap and paths collide in unexpected ways. For a young athlete from the Philippines, each match at this level carries symbolic weight, proof that she belongs, that her journey is not an exception but an emergence. Facing a former doubles partner is not a step backward into familiarity. It is a step forward into independence. Walking off the court. When the final point is played, there will likely be a handshake that lingers half a second longer than usual. Perhaps a quiet word. Perhaps only a look that says, "We've both come far." Then they will walk in opposite directions. For Alex Eala, the Abu Dhabi Open is another chapter being written, not in shared ink, but in her own unmistakable hand. And as the lights dim and the desert night settles in, one thing is clear. The future she is chasing does not require a partner. Only belief, resilience, and the courage to face what once felt familiar and win.